Hello, students. If we look around ourselves, we find that our world is becoming overloaded with data. In fact, every part of our lives utilizes data in one form or the other. So, it becomes essential for us to know how to extract meaningful information from so much data available to us. The extraction of such kind of meaningful information from useless data and derive some conclusion after analyzing it is studied under statistics. For example, politicians want to know about chances of their party winning elections. To get an idea about this, they conduct surveys and analyze the data so obtained from survey. But students, if party wants to study pre-polls of states like Gujarat and Rajasthan, so data of all these states is not useful for them. So they will have to filter out the data of only these two states, and they organize it and they study it. And after studying this data, they will get information about who is most popular candidate or what are chances of their party winning elections and so on. So we can say that statistics is the science of collecting, organizing, analyzing and interpreting data in order to make decisions. Students, remember that the processed, organized and structured data is called as information. It helps in decision making and reaching to some useful conclusion. For example, in our previous example, state-wise survey of people's view is data. This becomes information when the political party is able to identify the most popular or least popular candidate or their probable win. Now, you tell me, what are types of data? We know that data is a collection of facts such as numbers, words, measurements, observations, or just descriptions of things. Data is the plural form of Latin word datum. Data can be qualitative or quantitative based on nature of information, or data can be primary or secondary based on its collection method, and data can be grouped or ungrouped based on how we present it. So let's see them one by one in detail. First, based on nature of data or information, in which first one is qualitative data. It is descriptive information. That is, when it describes some characteristics in words. For example, suppose you ask each of your friends what their favorite flavor of ice cream is, and then wrote down their answers. This will give you list of names of flavors. Such kind of data, which is in the form of some descriptive qualities, is called qualitative data. Second is quantitative data. It is in the form of numbers. Suppose you decided to record the temperature outside your house every day for a month. If you observe carefully, data collected will be in figures, which shows temperature of city. Therefore, if data is in the form of numbers, it is called quantitative data. Now let's see data on the basis of collection method, in which first one is primary data. When the data is collected by the investigator herself or himself with a definite objective, the data obtained is called primary data. For example, you yourself record the temperature of your city or flavors of ice cream. Second is secondary data. While if data consists of second-hand information which has already been collected by someone other than the user for some other purpose, it is called secondary data. For example, if you use data collected by government for your school project, here data is collected by government, but used by you. So, it is second-hand data and hence it is secondary data. Now, let's see types of data on the basis of presentation of data. First one is ungrouped data. When conducting any kind of experiment, you first need to collect the data. Initially, this data will be a list of numbers or other characteristics that will not be organized in any way. This is ungrouped data because it has not been sorted into any groups or categories. For example, when you record heights of students in a class, 171, 161, 155, 155, 183, 191, 185, 170, 172 and so on. Remember, an ungrouped data can assume only whole numbers and exact measurement. These are the data that cannot have a range of values. Second is grouped data. When we arrange this data in many groups, let us say group of students whose heights are between 130 cm to 40 cm, 140 cm to 150 cm, 150 cm to 160 cm, etc. This kind of rearranged data is called grouped data. Each group is called a class. So students, let's see what we have seen in this video. The word data refers to numbers, words, measurements, and much more collected with a purpose. This first-hand unorganized data is called as raw data. It is then stored, organized, analyzed to make it information. Data can be qualitative or quantitative based on nature of information, or it can be primary or secondary based on its collection method, or it can be grouped or ungrouped based on how we present it.